Good morning. It is Sunday, July 6th, and we camped here. It was a really nice little spot overlooking this ridge line, and there's water right down 3/10 of a mile down. So we were near water. It was really nice, and we got here pretty early, so we had a pretty relaxing day. And we are really close to Chester, where we have to get off trail, but we're 15 miles from it. But the bus that takes you from trailhead to town is not running on Sundays, so we will have to catch it tomorrow. So we're just going to do 12 to water and then camp tonight, and then do the last few in and get the bus on Monday. And then we have to fly home to see our son's ceremony for his promotion, and then get back on trail. So we're gonna get out there. We slept in today, so it's already heating up, and we do have a climb the first 4 miles, but shouldn't be too bad. We are currently at Carter Creek getting water. Chris walked down to do that, and we were able to get a room. He had enough service to be able to get online and log a room at Antlers Hotel or Motel, something in Chester, for 2 nights. So then we can work out our logistics of getting off trail and getting home. So yeah, now we just have to hike for as long as we can, possibly to the next spot. I don't think the camping's great, so we might end up on the logging road. I don't know. And then tomorrow, hopefully be able to line up a ride into Chester. So we will work on that also today. Yeah, now we're gonna climb for about 3.5 miles, and it's heating up, so we'll get moving. All right, we're coming up on the halfway point. Looks like trail. Oh, there's probably a little sign-in sheet, but and somebody lost their earbuds. But yeah, halfway point doesn't really mean much to us because we already made it halfway with the other miles we've done, but still pretty cool. So Chris just called, because we do have service, to let me know he was 2/10 of a mile from the water and the place where we thought we would camp. And he said it's still just burn. There's no way. So we'll check it out. Just take a really quick break, I think, and rehydrate and keep hiking, I guess. I don't know. It's 4:15, so it's actually starting to feel better. Cooling down a little bit, so that's good. It's just, this area is just bad. The camping at the water was a bust. It was completely just burn area. I can't camp there. So now we're a mile from the road into Chester. Much longer day. There's just been nowhere to camp. It's just all burn. All right, it's 6:11, and we're about a half mile to the highway. we're just gonna see what happens. Might have to stealth camp, who knows. Okay, super random. I had posted on the Chester Trail Angels page that Chris and I were walking into the trailhead area at the highway, and if by chance there's some angel available to pick us up at 6:15 at night and bring us into town, that we would greatly appreciate it, would pay for the ride, obviously. And a sweet woman named Denise, she replied right away and said, coming to get you. So awesome. And she had just had a really sad thing happen in her family, and so she went out of her way to come and get us, which is so sweet. And then they have an Airbnb in town, and they're letting us stay here tonight, and it's awesome. And so we have had, and we were so disgusting going through that burn area. You're just so disgusting. It's embarrassing when you come into somebody's home and you're so gross. I felt really bad, but she was awesome. So we had showers, and they have this beautiful property. You can see through that window. That's like the backyard. It's amazing. And we're doing laundry. She brought us over some salad makings to add to our dinner. It's 8 o'clock at night. We're exhausted. We're sunburnt. It's been a hell of a day. And the kindness of people, like, that is truly what the trail is. It is just the sweetest, kindest people. Everybody just helping each other out. It's amazing. It makes your heart feel good. So we're gonna sleep good, and then tomorrow we'll spend the day in Chester, and we do have a hotel for a couple of nights while we figure out our transportation back to Reno to get a flight home. So yeah, and then we'll come back in a week and pick up at Sonora Pass. That's the plan. So I'll get some footage tomorrow of the cute town of Chester. Good night. Good morning. It is Monday, July 7th. And we are in Chester. We stayed at the Feather Inn Resort is what she calls it. I think it's an Airbnb, like I mentioned on the last clip, that they have a little Airbnb right next to their house. It was so generous of them to let us stay there last night. So we were kind of in a pinch, so it was awesome. We were walking to breakfast, and we have 2 nights reserved here in Chester. And there is a bus on Wednesday morning, bright and early, that will take us to the airport. So we need to figure all those logistics out. Yeah, we're feeling pretty good after a night's sleep. Just ready for some food now. This is Antlers Inn, where we are staying tonight, and across the street from it is the Holiday Market, little grocery store. Good morning. Today is July 8th, and it's our second day in Chester, California. We're walking around the park here that's actually just behind Antlers, our hotel. This is the little park. It's super cute, the Big Diamond, and they have a nice little seating area. But apparently a lot of hikers will just camp back here, and I'm going to do some video of that, kind of behind the park, though, on the down low, which is a good option if you're just coming in really quick for one fast night. And yeah, it's been good. We've been working on logistics like crazy of getting back home. So what it's sounding like is we leave tomorrow at 6:45 a.m. We take the bus right across from Antlers Hotel, gets us to Susanville, and then we're just gonna rent a car from Susanville to the Reno airport. There is a bus that will take you from Susanville to the Reno airport. If you choose to do that route, be sure you call early and get a reservation. We're in a bind with that one, so we're just renting a car. But it's all working out. We'll get home and we'll go from there.